No experts, no insiders, just fans.
The longest running weekly overproduced, undertalented, episodic, sometimes echoing, often infighting wrestling podcast.
Music, please.
He's an angry elf.
Your mom goes to college.
The booty go. It's still real to me, damn it.
Listen to my voice. Take it from the wise old Jew.
And welcome to another edition of Monday Night RAW. So my name is Adam Baum. Across the table from me, the Angry Elf.
Yeah. Oh, I am on.
Yeah.
I'm on. You're so bad at running the show. I swear to God.
Well, because
And
now I
now
have to take
it's
this
time.
stupid bed out.
No, it's a slow fade down. It's what radio people love to do is slow fades down, crossing, mixing
I was
fucking
slow
sounds.
fading, and you said it was coming through.
Your tool.
Hey, Mark, how are you?
My name is Brian. Thank you very much.
Bionic Mark
you
in the house.
Yeah. No. hmm
What?
Hey, Adam.
Who are we, Adam? What is this?
This
if you're
is,
a new listener, what is this?
This is the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast.
Oh,
I could
okay.
say it, but the music was too loud. This is Monday
That's
Night
not
Raw.
true.
So
No.
we've got a lot
No, not
of
at all.
fun, interesting, possibly fight-worthy topics. We would intro the board, but that's not worth it tonight. So we'll catch up to you guys as we go. At first, before we do anything, though, we like to start our show up with our made-up awards. The sound effect's not working.
Oh, fuck. All right.
All right, so this is the that was a terrible intro to a segment that did not want to play.
Coming in hot.
Brian,
Yep.
as you know, these awards can be anything. You owe us a lot of awards, so I'm going to let you kick it off here.
What do you mean I owe you awards?
It's supposed to be 3, and most weeks you barely give 2.
I get like
you
2.5.
You gave many weeks on 2, one to the Ascension, and you called it the Ascension Award.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to scratch off one of my awards for tonight.
They weren't
then.
on tonight. Don't even give me that shit. You can't. What's your award? You cannot use Ascension. They weren't on. I will. If I had sound effects, I would buzz your ass.
All right. It's low hanging fruit. Okay.
Go for
I'm
it.
just gonna
Go for it.
get it over with and just do it for all 3 of us and everyone listening. It's gonna be the Mr. No Sell Award.
You're gonna blow the wad on topic 2? Really? Really?
I was gonna say Apollo Crews. See that?
Angry elf.
Ooh, that does not sound good.
They did not.
No. No, fine. I won't spoil it. I'll wait.
I mean, seriously,
Yeah.
this is. Let me give you an example. This is the throwaway, a portion of the show. We just get it out of the way. Like mine is the Double Vision Award, and that is whichever one of the Singh brothers that returned from injury tonight. That's who gets that award. Make sense, Brian? It's
Nope,
just-
that was stupid.
All right. Speaking of stupid, the Angry Elf's back.
Hey, Rob.
Hey,
You want to give your dumb award?
yeah, you want
That you
to bring
think
it
is
in
better?
really slow and make it
Angry elf.
dramatic. My first award it's called the Longest Uncomfortable Stare Just Fuck Already Award. Goes to Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns on the ramp where they just looked at each other and it was awkward.
Wait, Baron Corbin and Roman Reigns.
Yes, it happened.
Yeah, can that car ride blow up?
I don't know.
That'd be a good one.
That was my award.
Brian, get your second one.
My second award is the most disappointing beard award.
Okay.
And honestly, actually, it's a tie between Braun Strowman and fucking Elias. Both guys had fantastic beards, right?
Yeah.
Beard aficionado over here, like them. Now they both like trimmed him down.
Do you
Why?
think they went to Fantastic Sam's to get those trims?
Your jokes are on point tonight.
I don't know what
man.
Fantastic Sam's is.
What
What is that?
He's funny tonight.
What is that?
Oh, podcast listeners and live listeners.
I feel like this
you
is
are
a very
in
regional joke.
for a treat tonight because Adam is on point.
My next award is the third week in a row award. That is for getting to see the Shield and the Dogs of War wrestle a six-man tag. Rob, your second award.
My second award is going to be the Meanest Hypocrite Bully Award goes to Adam for his conversation about Ruby Riott earlier.
Oh, wow. We're not going to talk about that.
Oh, now you don't. Yeah, not when people are listening.
That's just mean. I was making funny jokes. I don't want to shame her on our podcast.
I'm just kidding.
Brian, third.
You know what? I'm gonna let you go take this one, Adam. Yeah.
Okay, fine. My third award is the ironic forgotten roster members. Tonight it's Apollo in Rocky City.
Oh,
Apollo Crews.
Yes, in Rocky City. See?
Philadelphia. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah.
They didn't even say anything though about that, right? Like,
Well, I mean, they said they were in Philly, and then Apollo came out. That's
Yeah.
why I called it the ironic forgotten roster
Apollo.
member.
You know, because Apollo has that statue.
Dun, dun, dun.
no, he doesn't.
I know.
All right, Rob, what's your third?
Have You No Shame Award. My Have You No Shame Award goes to Vincent Kennedy McMahon for just being such a total douche. We'll talk about it more, I guess.
All right, real quickly on the board, let's get some of these. Maybe they're funny. The About Damn Time Award goes to Ron finally telling the Bellas what everyone really thinks about him. The Anyone Seen last week's Tonight with Oliver, talking about WWE supporting a horrible country. Berto, hold that thought. Can we talk about this award? Captain Obvious, Crown Jewel. Again, hold that thought. Fuck, the board wants it. Let's just give it to him.
Yeah.
Extra big ass topic.
It really feels like rather than talking about storylines and character development and great wrestling moves, that now even wrestling podcasts are becoming like commentary for social awareness. You know what I mean? It's like everybody wants to talk about fucking Crown Jewel because of the drama surrounding it. This is, wrestling podcast.
Brian, you want to start us off with the segue of what John Oliver was referencing?
I mean, where do you start? I mean, they're having this event, but there was a dude murdered over there.
No shit. And they apparently are implicit. I mean, it hasn't been proven, but and nobody's suggesting that the person that's writing the check and negotiating this with Vincent Kennedy McMahon is the one who killed this journalist. But there's apparently connections that he funded it, or allegedly.
Apparently it came from the highest order of like the royal court over there. Like, this is something that was all kind of planned out, and there's like weird things that happened during it too. Like, there was about a group of like 13 or 14 guys that all flew in at the same time.
Hit squad.
Exactly, flew in at the same time and then left at the same time, and they were only there for it was like maybe not even 24 hours.
Right.
Very shady shit. And now, but the whole thing too, that's like very weird, and there's like it just rubs me the wrong way. And I'm not really a political guy. I try to keep all that shit separate. But Linda McMahon being involved with Donald Trump and being in his cabinet and shit, I mean, that's got to be some sort of like conflict with him being, the fucking president.
Speaking of that, Rob has a conspiracy theory that goes even beyond Linda, Vince, and all that even ties a sport of a different kind of football than's popular over there.
I mean, it's way off the topic, at hand. I was just saying that I kind of think that that Trump and Vince have kind of an unspoken kind of collaboration to shit on the NFL just as the XFL's coming in, I don't know if it's planned, but it just seems very strategic, and like there was a conversation, or I'm just helping my buddy out.
It's failed at every stage of the plan. Them trying to go against Nike and the whole thing has just started a different riot. Look, my thing is this: Rob, is this worth the $45 million they're getting paid, is this worth the
I
money
don't-
versus the reputation?
I find it. Look, what happened to this journalist dude was fucking whacked, right? This is some fucking Bourne type shit that happened right here. But before that, this place was not a mystery about how fucking bad it is. Everybody talks about Saudi Arabia like it's some fucking Disneyland in the middle of the fucking desert. No, fucking terrorists, the 9/11 terrorists came from there. Fucking, they still hang people in the squares, and it still got the fucking women are, treated like second-class citizens, and they do, religious fucking killings, and all these weird caliphate type of fucking laws are allowed there all the time. This is not a friendly country. And one journalist gets killed really fucking, crazy like, and now everybody's like, no, get out. They should have never been in bed with this shit in the first place.
Well, and by the way, this happened before the first time they went there.
What do you mean?
The journalist. This is nothing new. He was murdered beforehand, not since the last pay-per-view.
Wait, what?
The journalist's death.
Yeah.
that
was
referencing.
recent.
Yeah, recent.
There was another one? Oh, I thought it was the one prior.
No, it's like the biggest news story in the country.
No, it was
right
last week.
now. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But the pressure from the State Department as a result on this, that's coming down on them not to go. A lot of the talent doesn't want to go. Rob was the one to notice it tonight. There was a lot of mention about Crown Jewel, Brian, but there was nothing that in the graphics or mentioning said Saudi Arabia title.
No.
Do you think that they possibly do the event somewhere here and just eat the money that they're going to have to pay Brock, Taker, and Shawn? I would. For the public relations nightmare you can avoid.
Give back $50 million.
Yeah. Yeah. For a billion,
But what about- yeah, but
multi-billion?
Do you think if they give it back that they'll have to close their doors tomorrow? No.
Yeah,
They'll be fine.
This isn't like a shutdown move by them doing it.
Yeah.
This is a save Hail Mary. They are in bed with these fucking people, Brian, and need to get out rapidly.
Well, it's for 10 years. The contract is for 10 years.
Yeah. Vince can put his own money up to cover it, and that's what you get for sleeping with dogs, right? You get fucking fleas.
Yeah.
You were in bed with some sick, twisted motherfuckers, and you got fucking, and you're getting burned right now by it.
And I gotta say, a little bit of this. I kept pushing the whole thing that it wasn't just about the women not being able to wrestle there. Sammy can't wrestle there. People that have certain stamps in their passport can't go there. There is a huge, huge, huge issue. And unless somehow the fucking CIA tasked Vince McMahon with some Chuck Barris gong show shit that they were going over there in an entertainment capacity really to spy on them, there is no reason that they need to go anywhere near this. And, I mean, they could put it anywhere. SmackDown 1000 next week is in the Capitol. You speculated, Brian, that anybody in America would jump, any stadium, any venue in America would jump at.
Yeah, but logistically, can you do something like that? Like, I feel like there's
if
just
they have the night off, why not?
too many moving parts to kind of like. Wasn't it a giant headache when they had to relocate? Remember when the Nuggets were in the playoffs and they did that whole thing where they had that like big 5-on-5 match between I don't know, there's a bunch of guys, but there were like the Nuggets jerseys and the Lakers jerseys.
You got to know they've been working on this on a
like a fallback, right?
Yeah, you know they have to have been.
The way Rob pointed out that they took Saudi Arabia off of there, and keep promoting it. They have to do a workaround, and I'm sure Taker. These people are reasonable. They tell Brock, hey, instead of $5 million, we'll give you $1 million. We're fucked here.
Wait, wouldn't it be the other way around? Wait, say it again.
If Brock's payday for the night was supposed to be $5 million when they were booked in Saudi and getting a shit ton for this, if they approached Brock and said, look, we're going to give you $1 million for the night instead of $5 million.
And we're going to do it in Toledo.
Yeah.
In Topeka, Kansas.
Sorry shit happened. You got to help us with this public relations nightmare, or there will be no future paychecks. I mean, that is another thing to look at. And the talent is where I want to take this next thing.
I agree there, Alex Carter. Yeah.
The talent, Rob, why don't you read the statement instead of pulling a Kira?
I didn't want to interrupt you. I just trying to get words
in. Go for it.
No, he just said no one should make a deal with a country that's based around religion. Hey, that's a personal choice of mine to agree with that. You believe what you want to believe, but I personally think, it's a bad fucking idea. And that's what happens. because you can justify killing under any god.
Now, would you? Okay, I don't know how to segue out of that. This was all a King of the Ring tournament setup anyway, with a couple other main event matches. Toledo seems fine to me, Brian.
Full Sail.
Yeah.
Have Shawn Michaels return in front of 250 people.
Since we're on the topic of this pay-per-view potential, whatever it is, if we move away from the political for a second and just talk about the card, who in creative decided to do this World Cup? Like, Brian, we're talking. Why is
that is a topic?
Why
later.
is it is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so I should shut up?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
At the end of the day, the crown jewel, and it to me also a little takeaway. It feels like Evolution was thrown in there a week beforehand, so they can be like, look, the women got to wrestle, men couldn't, so now we're acquiescing there. I think this is.
Oh, that's a good point.
I think this is a public relations nightmare that they have sunk themselves in. And the money that they're going to give up, they're going to have to give up to make this right, is worth it. It's not even – okay, next Sunday, a week from this Sunday is when Evolution is, Rob.
Yeah.
5 days later is where women aren't allowed.
I just think this shines a light on that for me. It's like, oh, yeah, now I can see they were doing the women's Evolution just because of the Saudi date.
Sure.
Yep.
Right? And I never put it together till now. Now it just feels shitty. Like Evolution was like a cheap payoff. Like, yeah, we're not going to respect your rights around the world, and we're going to go get in bed with these people who give two shits about you because of your gender. So here's a pay-per-view for you. It's just cheap to me. It really is.
Stike says cancel the whole Crown Jewel event, move the 3 main matches to Survivor Series. I don't think you move them. I think you just do a house show. If you have to.
A house show in Saudi Arabia?
No, at Full Sail, Brian. Do a dark event. Do something. I don't care what you
Brock
do.
Lesnar at Full Sail, I love it.
And yes, and invite nothing but Make-A-Wish kids. There's something that they need to do to save the PR of this and spin this. Do they? They need to run away from this. Even if Rob, there's no collusion, there's nothing wrong with this. His wife is part of Trump's cabinet, and she's tied.
WWE Hall of Famer.
But who's going to pay a price here? Really, if we just strip away all of our demands and righteousness of ourselves, if WWE and Vince McMahon decide, you know what, fuck you, $50 million, we're going to go do the event. You don't fucking like it. You don't fucking like it. Are they going to lose their network? No. They're still going to have their subscribers. People are still going to watch the show. How big will the boycott be, really?
I think it'll be bigger by the talent.
Plus, it could get like way worse before it gets any better. So what happens? Say if they do go ahead with the event and it is a good event, and then we find out a couple weeks later that the new shit surfaces that they're doing some shady shit over there.
Yeah, Berto says it's a big company. The media should be looking into the backstage bullshit.
They
Keep them in
should
check.
be. Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff about WWE that should be looked in more extensively by itself. I mean, labor laws are a bit of a thing, but yeah, I don't know. Go ahead, move on. I lost my thought. I'm shutting myself down.
Topic number 2, bound for unemployment. Brian, here's where that award you wanted to give. Austin Aries losing at Bound for Glory to Johnny Impact. Immediately afterwards, while Johnny's kind of celebrating on his knees, just stands up, shouts at Don
Callis,
and then makes a spectacle of walking up the ramp like a pouty child.
Yeah, he really did. And now it's also coming out, too, from producer at Impact, Petey Williams. He talked about that. That was Austin Aries. That was his last match with Impact.
Yeah.
That was his last contracted match. He's no longer a part of their roster. He's a free agent now.
So that's why they took the belt off.
Yeah.
They had to.
Right.
So do you think this is because of a contract breakdown? I mean, obviously, the hostility wasn't on Johnny. It was directed and
for sure.
And I wonder if it was changed in the match, like if it was sent down to the ref, changing the finish, and maybe Austin thought
Montreal Screwjob style?
Austin thought he was going in it, maybe.
And it was also at who'd we say Don Callis and
well, not a Screwjob because he
Johnny
would know.
Impact.
No. He was just flipping off Don Callis. Is that what you said before?
Yeah.
I just had a moment.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but
cheese and rice.
I mean, it's not a screw job thing because he would know, like, hey, we're changing the finish. And
sure.
He took the pin. He no-sold the shit out of it afterwards, but
Right. Well, PD went on to say that, like, during the day, like, during the whole just the guys hanging out at the building and stuff, he said that Austin never expressed any unhappiness during the day of the event over being booked to lose. And when asked...
Oh, so he knew.
Yeah, he knew. Of course, yeah, he knew. And then when asked of the just how his demeanor was, he said he was just fine. It's Austin Aries. I mean, the guy is just kind of... Seems like
now
just kind
Brian,
of a
though,
curmudgeon.
If Callis,
He does seem
before,
a bit cranky.
Mm-hmm.
If Callis, he lost Selena Vega. Of course, he's
He
cranky.
needs some more
Yeah.
dairy in his life.
If Don Callis, though, backstage was like, before the match was like, yeah, go out there and make sure you make him look good and good riddance to you, or something like that. Maybe he pushed a button. I don't know. Austin doesn't really have a family to pick on. He's not married. He doesn't have any children. Like that.
It's just hard to believe him when he has a track record of just having all these just issues with whoever it is.
He acts like Rob. He acts like he's one of those old timers who can demand. No, I'm not losing the belt to this guy. I want to lose it to this guy.
Yeah,
or,
you're not
he's
changing.
got some clout.
You're not changing wrestling. This is not the new era because of you, or you're not this big spectacle that if you disappear, that everything would shift over. You're really nobody. I mean, you're a good wrestler, Austin Aries. You have good characters, but in the scheme of the
Cuts a good promo.
In the longevity of the industry, he will be yet just a little footnote. He will be a.
Actually, no, he'll be known for a guy that kind of just burns his bridges.
Yeah,
right.
Dyke says it on the board, Brian.
That'll kind of overshadow any kind of wrestling ability that the guy has.
This is NJPW, Ring of Honor, WWE, and now Impact. Where the fuck else do you go?
And you lost Selena.
MLW.
MOWP.
MLW. Oh yeah, he should. Yeah,
right,
he can
yeah.
come on.
PWX.
You know what he should do? He should form a tag team with Low Key, and they should just be like the outsiders, and just those guys. I mean, talk about guys getting fucking blackballed. Low Key. I mean, he does it to himself, but
Before we move on, do you think this hurts any? I mean, this is Johnny Impact's first title with Impact.
what?
fine.
Just yeah, he's fine. I mean, him no selling it would. I mean, that's whatever.
Not the no sell, but I mean, like he's in there trying to do his
Shawn Michaels
celebrating
moment.
moment. He was on his knees. The ref's handing him the belt.
Yeah.
And you can see that there's supposed to be something there, and instead Austin makes it all about him on his way out.
He's not. They're not at MSG.
Captain Obvious says PWG.
Yeah.
That's where Austin Aries is going next.
Okay.
They can do slow matches.
Just slow matches.
Just slow-mo matches. I love those. Those are fun.
Rob, this one's gonna be sad.
Okay, what?
Oh.
3.
KO of Action.
Oh no.
Let's discuss. You wanted to discuss the face turn last week, but now it's become an injury angle as well. KO, Bobby Lashley was the guy assigned to look like he took him out kayfabe wise.
Right.
But KO needs to have, I guess, knee surgery.
I think it's he's getting his knee scoped.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be out terribly long.
Like 2 months, I think I heard.
But by the way,
Let's see.
picked a good fucking time to skip everything. Just saying, there's many ounces of videotape where he says a Jew is his best friend and he was about to go to Saudi Arabia. I might be reaching, but a good time to miss the whole thing with the company. This political involvement, and he's out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't care who you are, just avoid this fucking shit. But
It's almost like changing your work availability to like be off for Christmas, like right now.
yeah,
Like being like, I'm not available to work on Thursday because Christmas is going to land on a Thursday.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it is.
so
or
he's
not.
fucking himself up for 2 months so he can
Right.
take a break with his family
Right.
Yeah,
And
good
get out
call.
of this trip.
Yeah,
Fuck it.
good,
Be
good
back
job,
in
KO.
time for
Right?
Mania.
Yeah, good for him.
Rehab, make himself look good right
Hang
in
with
time
Sammy.
for the Rumble.
Sammy's home right
They're
now.
gonna play
Dude.
2K19.
Oh,
right?
my God.
They're gonna order shit from collar and elbow.
Yeah,
they're
they're gonna
gonna-
use the marked out promo code to get 10%
All
off.
one word.
Yeah.
All one word, all caps. Oh, that way they
Jeez.
can play more games and try to beat the $1 Million Challenge.
Collar and elbow.
Hey, by the way, Christmas, you just talked about Christmas to the Jew.
Please, listen to my voice. Take it from the wise old Jew.
So do you want to discuss anything more about KO
No,
action?
no,
Yeah.
I think
just wanted
that,
to mention it.
You don't follow that. That was a good one.
Yeah.
4.
Best of nothing. I call this best of nothing, Rob. Here's where we're going to talk about the World Cup qualifiers.
Okay.
We now have Randy Orton, John Cena, Kurt Angle, Jeff Hardy, Seth Rollins, and Dolph Ziggler. 6
Desperate
Americans.
good times. What is this?
Exactly. This is like a King of the Ring full of mostly guys on the back half of the prime of their career. Dolph is on the downward slope.
Yeah.
Seth is the only guy who's remotely near his prime out of the 6 men that have qualified. Angle, Jeff, Randy, and Cena. All on the backside.
Right, and Cena's hair.
Cena's hair.
Yeah.
And he looks like a bobblehead now.
Yeah, he does.
His head's like the proportions of Peyton Manning's now.
Okay.
Why is this? And these 2 qualifying matches were just bullshit to keep the Shield Dogs of War rival going.
Here's my biggest question. Okay, what does it mean to be the best in the world? Like, what are they? What are the?
It means you're CM Punk.
But no, yeah. But I thought that isn't that what the WWE champion is, or the Raw champion, or the Smack? Like, isn't that what the belt is for?
Wasn't this Rob's line off air?
What?
No, I brought it up.
Oh, it was your line?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was
Oh,
reading the
okay.
board.
Anything good on there?
They're talking some good wrestling shit, man. Somebody said that he had double knee surgery. He could be out. He could be out anywhere from 3 months. And if
talking
they
about
find more
KO?
damage. Yeah. Said he had double knee
So
surgery.
he's getting both of them done.
So it could be 3 to 8 months.
Just like Sammy. Sammy got both of his shoulders done.
Yeah.
That's fucking strange,
Hey, while you're out, get them both done.
right? Actually, I got
As
both
long as
my
your
hips.
thumbs work, you can play 2K.
Yeah.
This is Roderick Strong, and I approve this message.
That's right.
Anything else though? Really on the World Cup qualifier? I just think this is a big shite ball.
We didn't talk about it really at all, did we? Just kind of said 2 words.
I kicked it
So
to you guys.
name all the people that are in it right now.
I've done it twice, but sure, check the tape, Brian. Jeff Hardy is in it, backside to his career. Randy Orton, Kurt Angle, John Cena, all these old timers. We add Seth Rollins tonight, and we add Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah, but there's gonna be like Shinsuke and
Shinsuke
there's
is
got to be guys.
qualifying.
Yeah, but there's guys from other fucking.
Jeff Hardy beat Samoa Joe. Right now, there are 6 Americans in a World Cup Best in the World tournament. That's going to happen, according to Brian, in Toledo now instead of Saudi Arabia.
No, Topeka, Kansas.
Topeka. Oh, we've moved it.
Yeah,
It's
it moved.
There's no place like home.
It moved again. Yeah.
Yeah, no
Oh,
place like home.
Tornado.
Yeah. No.
Tornado DDT moved it.
No.
No.
Terry Taylor.
Hey,
Now it's in Perth Amboy, New Jersey.
I
Moved
don't
again.
even
Kevin
know.
Von Erich, the Texas Tornado.
Yep.
I don't even
Kevin
know where that
Von
is.
fucking Erich.
So, Rob, you brought up that we didn't talk about this. Do you want to get in on this topic?
Which was it? Which one? Nope.
5.
Number 5.
I'm sorry, the World Cup is stupid. It's
Right.
just stupid.
I agree.
There's no story connected to it. I don't give a shit.
I didn't want to waste time, but I wanted to
Yeah.
give you an opportunity to
No,
at
I'm
least
sorry.
say that.
I shouldn't.
shit
I
on
shouldn't.
it.
Have, yeah, I'm sorry. I shit on your moment there.
Number
Go
5 is Velveteen Contender.
Fuck
I
yes.
know, Rob, you want to talk about this, so start us off.
This. Look, there's some times when you're not sure if 2 things are gonna mix, right? And then when you see them go, you're like, you want it to be this way, and then they go past your expectations. That's where I was when Velveteen came out. I'm like, I don't know, Ciampa and Velveteen, how are they going to work together? And it was just beautiful. It was organic, and it was great. I'm really excited about this little program. I really am. I mean, that's what I got to say. I'm fucking excited about it.
Brian?
Same.
Velveteen, I got a question for you, Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Heel or face, Velveteen Dream?
Oh, Brian.
I mean, he's kind of falling into like Kevin Owens territory where
I didn't ask if he was Kevin Owens. I asked if he was the heel or face.
heel. The guy's
So
a heel,
it's a
but the crowd.
heel title match?
He's a heel, but the crowd loves him.
I didn't ask that, Brian.
This is tough. This is a gray. It's a gray area. It's got to be. Because I don't think his character could
Captain
be a
Obvious
face.
says
And
he's a tweener.
he's not changing, right? He's not going to change
No.
anything. It's just the way that
I'm
we
saying
perceive him
his-
because of Tommaso.
Yeah, his character can't be face.
But
He has to be a heel.
But I don't think he's a heel either. I truly believe that this is one of those that fucks Brian. He is a straight tweener.
The true straight tweener.
I will lose sleep. Lose sleep.
You lube?
Jesus. Lube sleep?
Nope.
Stike said he loved the interaction that Nikki had with Dream and Ciampa.
I thought it was great. I thought it was really good. Yeah.
How crazy? He's talking out his ass, but how crazy would that be to have a triple threat, Rob?
I was waiting for it, and I think that would be awesome if you gave, instead of giving Nikki the women's belt, you gave Nikki the fucking men's belt. That would be insane. I got to say though, that segment where she came out, I don't know if it went too long for me, and I don't know if it was a little too campy for me. I'm torn. Like, I enjoyed it, but it got uncomfortable at a certain point.
I would love if Nikki, like, no ref, pinned either guy for like a crowd counted 1, 2, 3, got up, grabbed the belt, like walked up and down the ramp celebrating while the actual match finished when the ref recovered between Ciampa and Dream, but she thought she was the champ. Like, she's crazy.
You put a lot of thought into this.
All right. I called Mr. Regal.
Adam, I like
Brian.
your input.
You do? What do you have to say? Because you've given none on this topic.
Actually, you know what? I'm no longer the NXT correspondent. So
you're butthurt and abstaining?
Yeah,
you don't watch anymore?
No, I just didn't want to give my opinion about it because I'm spiting my nose to bite my face. That's what they say in the biz.
That's what they do.
Number 6, that's my quarterback. Elias shitting on Carson Wentz. Fuck you, Elias. And he mentioned John Cena once. Like, that is, by the way, his only thing close to a feud. And he mentioned him at the start of the promo. And then Apollo came out. And then he just shit on Philly Fanatic. I just wanted to mention all this. This is ECW. I bring this up, Rob. Elias, still no real program matches or pay-per-view appearances of any kind. Even when he said he's going to have a concert, he's interrupted.
Velveteen is going to be like Bobby Roode. Yeah.
No, he's never going. He's never going.
You think? Look, picture this. So if you're a Star Wars fan, and I know you're not.
Nope,
Brian.
Leave me out of it.
But I picture Vince as Jabba, and right, and on all the new talent from NXT come into his chamber, and he gets dropped into the Rancor pit, and that's like Roman is the Rancor, and they like, squash him. Just Vince's entertainment to watch these guys fall down and get destroyed. Yeah, Velveteen will go to the main roster, and Vince. I think Velveteen might I don't think
all we need
stop
is that
him.
green chick to survive, and then Vince will be dethroned.
I think if he goes, I think Patrick Clark could set his own destiny on the main roster. They might not be able to handcuff him on his character.
The guerrilla press on Elias that Apollo did, Stikes talking about. He's impressive.
He's been doing that forever.
Yeah.
Ooh-ha.
It was what it was. I want to see Elias get something.
No, I'm excited that fucking Apollo, ooh-ha, that Apollo had some time tonight. I am. And I'm actually happy that they're trying to make him kind of an angry dude that wants to take his place. That's what's been missing with him is the personality of aggression.
And I thought it was still missing.
No, I'm not saying – don't try to do a drop-the-mic moment and move on. I saw you.
I was going to go to Brian for Brian's opinion because he hasn't talked about this.
Oh, well, fuck me then.
Yeah, Brian, Elias, Apollo. I think Elias is bigger than Apollo, even if this is just a one-off thing here.
Of course.
Do you think it's better to be a Bray Wyatt and Samoa Joe hunting that title and never really getting there, or do you think it's Elias who's never getting any wins or losses?
No, I think Elias. This is perfect for Elias. Although I will say,
it's been a year.
Right, that's what I was going to say. I think for all of us, I think it's getting kind of stale, right? I mean, it's still entertaining, but we want to see him do something else.
I don't think it's stale at all. His promos are still on point. When is he going to get a match?
Not stale,
for any
repetitive.
consequence. Yeah, this man hasn't. Not only has he not sniffed a title, he hasn't even been programmed with anybody.
No,
he doesn't need it.
The only one that I can remember.
He doesn't need a rival ever.
Does he?
Yeah, he needs a rival.
We're talking about Elias right now, right?
Yes.
Does he need it really? He is a highlighted segment on every fucking show that he's on, whether it's a pay-per-view or Raw. He might not be physically in the ring going for a title belt.
He's not wrestling.
But it doesn't matter. Look, from the outside looking in, this is a fucking variety show. He's adding a very fucking good segment to this show, even if it's not physical wrestling.
I bet he doesn't mind. I mean, he's saving his body, right?
Other musicians the fake musicians for WWE have appeared on this show and have wrestled.
What do you mean?
At some point.
Yeah, but he
Honky Tonk Man, Jeff
Well, those
Jarrett.
are Those are
different era.
Elias is supposed to be a wrestler.
Why can't they do it? They can't do it differently. They see where his talent lies. Let him fucking shit on people, and then the hero comes in and beats his ass because he shit on the local crowd, and then that's it. That's it. You know.
And a year later, that's still acceptable to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It's not to me.
Until
Night, Alex.
Until he gets bored. Until he becomes boring. Yeah, it's fine. We still get excited every time he comes up.
I don't know.
You do know because you get excited every time he comes up.
I do, but I'm saying.
But I won't forever.
Exactly.
Okay, well that's my
Brian,
point.
you
too.
want to break the tie? What's your opinion?
I mean, I like Elias. I do want to see.
I'm not saying I don't like Elias.
No, but I do. I do want to see him move on to something else.
Thank you.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I'm not saying I wouldn't like to. I'm saying that he doesn't have to. He's not. They're not burning his character. He's not being squashed right now. He's living the fucking dream right now.
I think he has to before his time expires. The WWE is the worst at doing something for too long. Braun Strowman, we all wanted to win the title 5 months ago. Now, none of us really. We've all kind of soured on him as the champion.
Well, you know what? Maybe Vince soured on him too, and we're all just kind of feeling that as well.
Number 7.
Fuck your points.
Yeah, number 7, DNB. Dirty Nasty Bitches is what Ronda Unleashed made it sound like. Let me give you just a couple quotes before I cut to you guys. You guys leached onto the names of your men. That's awful. You knocked down the door to Cena's bedroom.
So much emotion.
And then he threw you back out the same door. And then, let's see. What?
Nothing. You sound like an aspirin commercial in the stadium. And then he said, I'm going to come for you. Your boyfriend's got you there. Some shit like that, whatever you're talking about. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Plagiarize and disgrace their movesets. Talking about the men comment. There. You happy, Rob?
I'm sorry, Adam. I'm picking on you. All right.
You're not picking on me. I don't have any. I don't think what you said had any merit.
I don't remember what it was.
Brian.
Yeah.
Ronda. Fucking kind of pipe bombish here.
Little
Shitting
bit.
on the Bellas, the princesses of WWE.
Little bit, and you know, I gotta say she stumbled during some parts, but I think the overall, I think the message that she sent, I think she executed it well. I gotta say the thing that I didn't particularly like was the whole thing with the security guards. I thought that was a little kind of.
I was hoping you would mention.
Oh, by that point, it
didn't
was dead.
you say that you thought Nikki was crying or
It
holding
looked,
back
it looked
the-
like she was. I mean,
holding
maybe she's a
back
good
the-
actress, but I mean, some of the stuff that she was saying,
Yeah.
it had to have cut her a little bit.
As a human being.
right.
Right?
Yeah. Hey, you fucked your way to the top. You fucked your way to the status that you exist
And then he
in
kicked
now.
you out of his house. I
It's
mean,
nothing
yeah.
that she hasn't heard before, though, right? I mean, so maybe she's just got thick skin at this
I mean,
point.
but
the funny thing
did
about
they
it is
approach all parties before consenting Ronda to do this?
maybe not.
Did they tell Cena? Did they tell Nikki? I mean, did she know how far? I mean, I'm
Well,
sure
that's the
they
thing.
asked Nikki, but
I was watching this thinking to myself, man, even though I know in my heart that this is all scripted,
right.
it still had me fucking edge of my seat, fucking commenting. I was totally in on it. I was clapping and getting in with it, marking out a little bit. I still knew it was scripted. So, I mean,
Rob.
that's good TV, right?
Yeah, but Rob, when you say scripted, that does not mean that Nikki heard the script beforehand.
Oh, I understand.
And
I'm
I
not
think
arguing with
they
that.
might have said to her flat out, "Hey, we're going to do this work. Are you okay with it?" And she's like, "Sure." And then Rhonda got those lines, and Rhonda goes, "Hey, is Nikki okay with this?" And they're like, "Yeah, she said she's okay." And then the Venom came out, and it was like, holy crap, like, I didn't realize you guys were going to go like this.
Yeah.
The only door you kick down is the door to John Cena's bedroom.
Yeah.
Well, and she was also cutting Brie as well. You know,
Well-
she was lumped in there also,
But
making a mockery of their movesets.
the only thing she didn't say, Brian,
Yeah.
was you guys have also been given the legacy that AJ Lee earned. That's the only thing that Ronda didn't say. Bringing up AJ Lee's name and the way that they just said, oh, the revolution was all about and started with Nikki and not AJ Lee.
Oh, yeah.
That's bullshit. That's the only thing Ronda didn't say.
You think it started with AJ Lee? Really?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All the other girls that tried to train and be like her and stuff like that, Oh yeah, that was the transition from the. That was the year they also, I think, to my knowledge, they stopped doing those stupid diva searches that gave us Candice Michelle and all these fucking horrible people. That really, Layla was okay as a sidekick. She never was good on her own. You know,
Christy Hemme? Not a fan of Christy Hemme?
No, as an announcer.
No.
In TNA when she was like
Right.
the
Okay, so then you're a
interviewer-
fan of her. That means you like
as
her.
an interviewer.
Okay.
As an interviewer, not as a wrestler.
No, not as a wrestler. I agree.
I like Tori Wilson as, a pornographer. I don't want her as a wrestler.
Creepy, but okay.
Yeah,
oh,
creepy.
come on. You fucking agree.
I didn't say anything.
You said creepy. What do you mean you didn't say anything? Check the tape.
As a pornographer,
Yes.
the fuck is this?
You heard what I said.
You've got snails.
Brian.
This is from listener Taylor Jensen.
Taylor Jensen.
Taylor Jensen?
Yeah.
That sounds like a
He's
like
giving
a
his full name.
failed early 90s kid group.
Wait,
Yeah.
did you pre-read this? Because
I did. It's a short one. That's why.
Okay.
That's why I liked it.
Because the one Rob didn't proofread apparently had tons of spelling errors, and he sounded like he was talking.
Yeah, the guy who wrote that sounded like he was fucking baked
What was
out of
his name
mind.
again?
I don't remember.
Oh.
I don't know. It's like Sunny D or something.
Sunny D. no, it wasn't Sunny D.
Hey guys,
It was
wanted to
purple
get.
stuff.
Let me read. God damn it.
Fine.
Hey guys, wanted to get your opinion on if you think there should be an off season in WWE.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
I don't think there needs to be a long one, but yeah, I would go like Thanksgiving to New Year's. Take it off. 5-6 weeks right there. Take it off.
Yeah.
No reason. You end at Survivor Series and you start back up with Rumble. And if you want, you could have vignettes all over the web of guys saying, "I'm in the Rumble. I'm in the Rumble."
Well, no, you do just like the NBA does. You got the summer league, so you get your NXT could be like your summer league,
No, God.
you
Or like Pro
that-
Beach hockey.
No, they could showcase. Rob's right. They could showcase the UK TV show that's about to debut. They could showcase 205 Live. There's other product, not just in WWE, but that was one of the big reasons why Starrcade and Bound for Glory are the complete opposite side of the calendar from WrestleMania. It's to give you alternatives. I would, and let's be honest, what the fuck are they doing working on Christmas?
Yeah.
And
I think they're not.
Thanksgiving?
I don't think they change. I don't think they are this year.
Okay.
I think because of the reaction last year from all the workers, they.
And by the way, I love that the Christmas show, what it used to be, was a clip show, and they got the night off.
Yeah, yeah,
Now
right.
I paid for this one night. I think Rob did too. We went down to Greenville to watch a Slammies.
Yeah.
It was a Christmas time show.
You went to the Slammies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Christmas time show, and
How was
it
that?
was fine, but it was boring
It was
because
boring.
it was everybody came up and just talked. There was no wrestling matches. And I'd rather, instead of you fucking just drag your ass from Survivor Series to TLC to Rumble, just fucking skip the whole thing. Take the whole fucking 6 weeks off. You can,
Well, you'd have to have the end of the season. Mania had to be the end of the season.
Well, it could still be the end all. Yeah, of course. They don't have to change anything as far as like.
no,
the
but those are good rating
pay-per-views.
months. I'm saying you would take just a 6-week break off from Thanksgiving to New Year's.
Okay.
You don't have to actually call Mania is your reset, just like it is now
Yeah.
for storylines. Some continue, but it's your reset. It's the thing you built for the whole year.
Yeah.
Here's what I think is going to happen.
Tell it, Brian.
I think there's not going to be an off season, but I think that they're going to do it in a way that they're going to schedule guys time off
Yeah.
almost, so that it's not so hard on them and that they can actually have time allotted because there's enough
Like
now.
Greg Popovich?
They have what they
Like-
have enough. So many people on the roster right now.
Oh,
They
yeah.
don't need everyone there. So yeah. Kevin Owens, you don't have he doesn't have to be hurt to take time off. It would be what a world it would be if like he could just be like, yeah, you know what, I need to rest. I'm going to take time away, and they could put the spotlight on someone else. Now I know probably
they're
they're
scheduled injuries, Brian.
right. I mean I feel like that's kind of what is kind of going on. You're onto something over there, but I don't know. They don't have to change anything. Just kind of rotate guys in, rotate them out, but do it in a way that write it into the story where it's clever.
That's a good alternative.
Yeah.
My thing is that they really need to they really need to give these guys a considerable amount of time off. Give them some time where they're away, whatever they have to do, but find a way to stay relevant during that time. My
Right.
favorite gimmick of all time that they did that with was when Randy Orton was first starting to get that push and he got injured, and every week he came on and cut like this public service announcement promo that just said, here's the Randy update. I'm at 80% and healing strong. I'll be back in 6 weeks. You know,
Was
or
that the
something like that.
RNN or the Randy News? Yeah, I
Whatever
remember
the
those.
hell it was.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
stupid as shit, but it kept him relevant.
So you're
That's
saying
all.
we should have updates on all the injured people? Is that what you're
Sort
saying?
of.
That would be lame. I
No.
think.
I'm saying something to make them relevant.
To keep him around, like shoot vignettes or something,
Yeah.
or promos.
No,
Live
like
via
you were saying, we
satellite.
like Brian was saying, we got plenty of fucking talent. Just completely write them off. So when they come back, they have a huge pop no matter what. Or you see if it's worth bringing them back. Like if they're gone for 3 months and they show up and the crowd's like, yeah, maybe you shouldn't keep that guy, right?
That's true. You got enough farm system to go through.
That's what I'm saying.
The big thing, though, I think guys would be worried about is if their spot would be there when they actually, what if it's like, all right, Seth Rollins, you take a month and a half off, and then when you come back, we're going to book you to the moon. And then say he comes back, and actually what they have got going on right now is just really taking off. So then they kind of push Seth off and let him wait and wait
Yeah, but
and
certain
wait,
guys
and then maybe
never
it never
get any
happens.
time off.
Yeah, but do they really care?
Exactly. Right. I don't think so.
Yeah,
Viral meningitis.
I don't think so.
It's,
I think the time is worth it over your body insanity.
if I'm on the Walking Dead and I'm a good guy, and then they say in the script one day, like, okay, you're gonna kill Rick, and you're gonna be the new bad guy. Okay, cool. It's a TV show. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Right.
I can see where Brian may be onto a little bit of something with the losing your spot, but I think if anything, it would create more spots.
Right.
Yeah.
More rivalries, more opportunities, more tests. Like Rob said, a huge test pop. We were talking about this day at work with Triple H's return.
Yeah.
And when KO returns, he's going to receive a huge pop. But that would be a great judge, like he said.
The success of the Attitude Era, I think, is because you had fucking Rock, you had Stone Cold, and you had fucking Hunter. Those three, and then you throw Taker, a splash of Taker and other shit. But those three, carried that entire era, different times. And one, in my opinion, no really that much greater than the other. I mean, they're all great.
And you had a good, little supporting staff of Mankind, Kane.
Jericho eventually.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm just saying that. So if we had to have multiple people stepping up, it only could be good. History shows that only can be a good thing.
And he's got a big point. All the times, if you think about it, you mentioned Rock, Triple H, and Stone Cold. The time that they were booked at Survivor Series for a triple threat,
Right.
Stone Cold was hit by a car. Who gets to be a first-time champion that replaces him in the triple threat? It was Big Show. So it's perfect example of when somebody's out, somebody else can fill that role.
Right.
And I think if you do, Brian, these planned injuries, they can be great creative storylines. You got revenge built in when they come back. If Rob's right and they get no pop, you can do the revenge on a Raw, and not even let it go to
On a
pay-per-view.
steak.
Yeah, revenge on a pole match.
Yeah, let's just get this out of the way on Mondays. There's no heat here.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving
Number
on.
9,
Moving
match
on.
of the week, classic match of the week. I got to pick this week.
Oh my God.
It was.
I think it's still going on.
It was November 17th, 2002. What is the significance of that date? It was our first Elimination Chamber at Survivor Series. The competitors, a lot of 3 initial guys. We got HBK, Triple H, RVD, Y2J, and Kane and Booker T. And, of course, that's the one where Hunter supposedly was supposed to win. They now say Shawn was always supposed to win it. But RVD didn't quite get the height he wanted to and busted Triple H's trachea. Great match. Rob wants to shit on it. He can't wait.
I don't want to shit on it. Are you done recapping it?
Yeah, shit on it. Shit on it. Go
No, I'm shitting on you
You're
for deciding.
shitting it.
Look, so we every week we alternate who's going to pick the fucking match, the classic match to watch, thinking that we'll watch it while Raw is going on and shit like that, and it'll be a 5 to 10 minute match, something like. Yeah, I picked Sting and Muta, and it was like a 6 minute match maybe. So Adam's like, okay, I'll pick one. the one that was a third of the time of the pay-per-view is the match you picked for us to watch.
It was the last
It's
time
a
Shawn Michaels came back with short
45-minute
hair.
match. 45-minute match is the one that you picked for us to watch in the background.
It was
what
45
the fuck
minutes,
is wrong
but
with
the
you?
intros were like.
I love that you
15.
played it with the intros, and I had to tell you, hey, hey, bud, why don't you skip the intros?
I did skip the intros
It was
after Brian
still
recommended it.
35 minutes after that. Fuck, man.
Rob's a hater.
I'm not a hater. This is fucking
Brian,
ridiculous.
you want to shit on it or comment? I think this is a classic.
I didn't
match.
watch any of it.
Classic match. He had a lot of things go on. RVD, obviously, he crushed Triple H's larynx or trachea.
Yeah. Blood everywhere. It was the first time Jericho and HBK had exchanges in a WWE ring. You know, like collar and elbow
I don't know.
tie-ups and stuff like that.
I don't know if I agree with this. Stike Leather, to me, the worst thing that happened in the Attitude Era was the invasion angle.
Well,
That was the biggest flop.
it was
You
a
think so?
flop.
That had the most potential.
Rob,
Yeah.
it was
If
a
we would've
huge
had the big
flop.
names.
Well, and they didn't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. They were going to get paid way more to sit at home. Every one of us would have done that.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean I don't have to go on the road?
Yeah.
I get to stay home with my family?
Yeah.
I get to take my daughter to school every day?
Yep.
I get to pick her up?
Yep.
I get to walk her to the bus
We
stop?
get it.
All right. I'm going to stay at home.
Cool.
Brian.
Adam.
Oh, okay. All right, board, you can guess at home what you think as well. But speed round here. We're going to start with you, Rob. Surprise guest for SmackDown 1000. Now, before you give it to me, Evolution, Taker, Edge, and Rey Mysterio have been confirmed. Who's your surprise?
I mean, do we have to say the obvious one? Or,
What? Who?
I mean,
We're all going to. If you don't
Rock
say it,
is the obvious one, right?
It's the house that Rock built
Right.
against the supposed house that AJ
I
built.
think Hulk Hogan.
Ooh,
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, he
that's
was.
out on a limb.
I think he was supposed to come back at.
Yeah.
What's it called? I was gonna say-
25th.
No,
Raw
no, no,
25th anniversary.
No. Fucking Saudi Arabia.
Oh, Crown Jewel.
You think?
Yeah.
Maybe?
I am a real
Actually,
Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, because no. what if they boo him? What if they boo him during that music?
What if he comes out with the fucking chic like
No, he would come-
Sergeant Slaughter?
He would come out to Jimi
Sort of.
Hendrix.
He wouldn't come out to the
No,
American song?
he'd come out to Jimi
And
Hendrix.
they boo him?
No. I don't think they play on
Well,
Real
actually,
American.
no, he's doing the NWO gimmick right now. He
Right.
just did the reunion tour with Hall and Nash, so maybe he does that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Hogan. That's my pick. Hogan.
Hogan,
Brother.
yeah,
I'm
Rock
coming
is-
back, brother.
He has
Rock
nothing
is
to
too
do with
obvious.
He has
Rock
nothing to do
is
with
too obvious.
SmackDown though.
Doesn't matter.
And by the way, we're getting close to an election year. You know, the rumors of The Rock. This is in D.C. You know, he's probably going to show.
Is this where he announces he's
Yes.
running?
Dwayne, don't do
Absolutely.
it.
Do
Don't-
it, Dwayne.
don't
Fuck
do
the
it, Dwayne.
system. I love chaos.
Yeah, it's gonna be fucking Trump versus Kanye versus fucking Dwayne Johnson.
Kanye's going to be the Ross Perot of this one.
Wait just 1 minute, you people.
I put the what's one of his brother-in-laws that he could put as his running mate,
I don't know. Let's move on.
Lamar Odom. Brian, who's your surprise? It's supposed to be a speed round. I forgot.
I'm gonna say the Boogeyman.
Come on, Brian.
He's a good old faithful one.
Why not? Why?
Come on, Brian.
All right, James Ellsworth.
Come on, Brian.
No, that's a good one.
I
James
bet you
Ellsworth?
I am right on both accounts. Why is that not?
Boogeyman and James Ellsworth. Those aren't even saucy.
Oh,
How
you
is
know-
that not
What
saucy?
about
I'm going
Who do you
Jericho.
want? You want fucking
I
Brian
want
Pillman?
fucking
What do you
Jericho.
Jericho
Oh.
is in the middle of
No,
NJPW
I
shit.
would want Eddie Guerrero before
Well,
I
it was-
would want
yeah.
Brian Pillman.
What about
If we're talking
what about
about
Hornswoggle?
want? He could be back.
You guys want all
I
the
believe
stupid
that.
gimmick ones?
So what?
What? So what?
Who do you want, Adam?
Oh, Mae Young's head.
Sandman?
I'd be okay with Sandman.
I'm
Why
okay with
not?
Mae Young's hand. Sure.
Mae Young's hand. Speaking of that, actually, Mark Henry's he's announced for it.
Yeah.
So there you go. Good segue. Didn't even mean to.
I think maybe Jerry Lawler could invite Trump and they could hang out.
Maybe Nagana.
Umaga?
Why are you naming dead people?
No, I said MAGA. We're
You
talking about
said-
Trump.
You said Umaga.
Kevin Nash has Stike Leather.
Make Umaga again.
Ellsworth is reported to be there, Stike says.
So boom. That's
Mae
not-
Young's hand is 30 years old now.
Wait, whoa,
Jesus,
whoa.
it's
Is it a surprise if he's rumored to be
out
a
of
surprise?
college and
No.
Fuck you,
But
puppy.
then again, we popped like crazy when we were expecting the Hardys to be at WrestleMania, and then they showed up.
We still popped.
Yeah,
We still popped.
So I don't think it matters.
I literally yelled down to the people in front of us, "It's about to be the Hardys." No, it's not. And then their music played.
Yeah.
And I
I
still
thought it was
popped.
the people behind us, but sure.
Whatever. The fish was this big.
Speaking of our man James Ellsworth.
You want to let it breathe at all?
No, I don't. I
All
don't.
right,
I don't.
Fuck.
No, I'm coming in 110%.
Holler.
No lube, dry.
Classy.
Yeah.
Classy. Bully.
James Ellsworth made his return last night
Return to
at
what?
at Bound for Glory as he answered the call to Eli Drake, and in not a winning effort, but yeah, but nonetheless,
how
he
bad?
made the guy made his Impact debut. So good for fucking this guy. I mean, how long ago did it start now where he had his shit with Braun,
It's about 2 years.
right? I mean, he
His
rode
chinless,
that.
Yeah.
He took a chinless front face slam when Braun. That was Braun's finisher.
Hey.
We were all for it. We're like, this is a backward choke slam.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man, he might be an awkward-looking little cat, but he can wrestle and he can talk. I mean, he's very entertaining.
And
I
he
like him.
talks in an entertaining way.
Well, I'm saying he knows how to be a character.
I like Jamie Nope. Jamie Nope, baby.
Yeah, and he's actually a pretty good worker. I mean, he gets a lot of shit because he is who he is, but good
Yeah,
for him.
he's
good,
very
good for
doughy.
fucking him. Yeah.
Next, we have Jim Cornette kind of going on another one of his Twitter rants. So I don't know if this tickles your fancy, Adam, because, I mean, it seems like the guy is always just
I love
spewing
Cornette's rants.
shit, right?
Yeah.
But this one, actually, you might like, Rob.
Okay.
He says, Kevin, quote, Bucky Beaver, end quotes, Dunn, has torpedoed hundreds of talented wrestlers over the years. As he is ashamed he's in the wrestling business and hates it, even though he's made a millionaire by it. What he doesn't know about wrestling could fill a library. A library. Also, he's an asshole.
Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Good job, Jim. No, that's a good shoot.
You think so?
I think it's the way that every wrestling fan in the world feels. So even if it's not true, thank you.
Well, I mean, and Bruce Pritchard on Something to Wrestle With always tries to defend Kevin Dunn and go, Kevin's a TV guy. He was brought into Bruce ratings. He's all about production. Well, whatever that is, he's in Vince's ear, and we all fucking hate him. You ready, Brian?
I am. Matt Riddle was recently on ESPN's Ariel
Riddle me
Helwani
this.
MMA show.
Who?
Matt Riddle.
Who?
Riddle me this.
What?
And he talked about what his plan is for being in the WWE.
Oh.
And I mean, well, I want to get your opinions here. Let me read it.
Okay.
Why don't you talk with your hands?
Yeah,
while
I
you
always
read
talk
it?
with my hands. I'm Italian. First, he wants to win the NXT Championship from Tommaso Ciampa.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ooh.
He's then looking to move up to the main roster. Okay, that's goal number 2.
That quickly?
He hasn't even debuted.
I mean,
He's sat and
Well, he's wrestled.
ringside.
He's
Ciampa's-
wrestled. He's
Ciampa's
wrestled
a-
house shows.
Ciampa's a champ right now, so
I thought that was curious too.
yeah.
And then his third one, okay, it's finally he wants to face off against former WWE champion Brock Lesnar and send him off into retirement. Yeah.
Wow.
So a guy in
That
NXT,
shit's never gonna happen.
a guy in NXT is already calling out Brock Lesnar. Now I know it's all fucking kayfabe and shit, but still, I mean, you really don't hear any kind of crossover from guys in NXT claiming to beat anyone on the main roster.
I'm putting a different tone to that, and I'm like, what if he's like, let's see. First, I want to, win the NXT Championship from Tommaso Ciampa, and then, I guess I'll move over to the main roster, and then I'm going to retire Brock Lesnar. It almost sounds like a smart-ass comment.
Yeah.
I can't imagine he was fucking being real there.
Yeah, how out of context is this?
Well, you'd have to listen to the tape.
Well, I mean, if I listen to the tape or Scott Steiner's math,
So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 and a third chance?
then Matt Riddle's fucked. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else you got?
An ex-Nexus member.
He's fucked. We're just going to gloss over that.
Wait, what?
It's just, he's fucked. His segment, go.
PJ Black.
It's some riveting analysis.
At no point in your rambling, incoherent response
Oh,
were
we're
you
funny
even
enough.
close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
I missed it. I didn't hear what you guys said.
Yeah, I don't know. He plays sound effects over all the fun stuff.
Oh. Ring of Honor is having PJ Black. He's going to be making his debut.
RJ Black?
RJ Black
No,
is in Ring of Honor
PJ Black. PJ Black.
He's missing us.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's going to be showing up.
PJ Mask.
He's going to be showing at the November 4th at
the blue
Survival
one's name?
of the. Shut the fuck up,
Catboy.
Oh,
Cat Dog.
No, it's the PJ Masks.
the blue one's Catboy.
It's a cartoon.
I don't know what the fuck you're
Yeah,
talking about.
it's little kids that
Brian's
they
it
not
old?
a dad.
No, it's new.
No, it's now.
Yeah, these
Like
they
Rob's
put on their
kids watch
pajamas and they become superheroes at night and they fight crime.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's a
PJ
green
Masks.
one. There's like a
There's a-
pinkish red one and a blue one.
There's Owlette, there's a Catboy, and then there's Gecko.
Gecko.
He probably Adam's probably like a Teletubby guy.
Oh, he absolutely. Have you seen his shape?
You're one to talk over there.
I'm more like a bell right
you
now.
look like the Sneetches from Dr. Seuss.
I don't
You
even
want to
know-
go old school reference?
Yeah,
there.
I do. I really do. Yeah, like I'm just gonna fucking all of it's gonna fall out my ass.
So you could see PJ Black at the November 4th
Back to
Survival of
wrestling.
the Fittest, challenging for the ROH World Championship.
Adam loses.
So that's kind of cool. And then, do you guys want to? I just want to open it back
No.
up. I want to open it back up.
I
for
want
the
Adam
Austin,
to do a fucking weight challenge with us.
right? So do I.
I'm ready.
And really, yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
you're ready.
Whenever you're ready.
All right, so let's talk about
set
it.
the
Let's talk about
parameters.
it. Let's talk about
we'll
it.
talk
I
about
said last time, let's talk about
No,
it
you
off
didn't.
air and
You were
do
like-
the parameters.
you were like, no, I'm
Check
not down.
the fucking tape. Hey, what about Punishment Martinez?
Yeah,
Like,
he
we
signed.
talked about him last
He signed
week,
a few
didn't we?
weeks ago. Yeah.
Oh.
So did Chelsea Green. I don't know if we talked about that last week. Zack Ryder's fucking girlfriend.
Hmm.
I don't know why I said fucking girlfriend.
Russo, Stike thinks Russo produced Bound for Glory's main event because it was oddly familiar to Hogan and Jarrett at Bash of the Beach 2000. I'm not a WCW guy. What the fuck is he talking about?
What? Oh, when Jarrett just laid down.
Oh yeah.
You don't remember that?
It's still real to me, damn it.
No.
Riveting.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
No.
There's nothing else.
No.
There's no other dirt sheet.
Well, I wanted to open it up about Austin Aries, or I mean, we can talk about Crown Jewel a little bit more. I mean, I don't know if there's any
Why would we-
lingering
wait.
thoughts.
There's no lingering. We're not like
No.
clinging
Yeah, I think we pretty
something.
much went through it. I mean,
All right.
what do you want
Yeah.
to talk about, Brian?
Yeah, Brian.
I
I mean, is there something personal here that you've been affected that you're trying to reach out to us for?
I'm trying.
Reach out,
I'm trying honestly to sell my tickets to the event. I have tickets.
reach out.
You bought tickets?
Yeah. I don't know.
You feel
Reach out.
touch face.
I can't go. I can't go now.
No,
I can't drive there.
but you have a beard.
Yeah.
You couldn't drive there before, Brian.
It's too hot.
Before.
I could drive there.
I
Take a ferry.
Yeah, they got a 12 o'clock and a 3 o'clock one. It goes over.
get your final thoughts ready, boys. I want to talk about mine. I'm stealing it sort of from Brian. The whole language that's used here, whether they're going to Saudi Arabia or not, there's a lot of "let's go to war" kind of references. Brock Lesnar, Roman Reigns, Braun Strowman go to war in Saudi Arabia. 3 American boys. There's something wrong with the wording anyway, even before
Yeah.
what happened with the journalists, even before any of this.
They're actually in war against Yemen and
Right.
fucking with us. Yeah. So yeah.
the language that they're using to promote this event and everything. This is a house of cards. Tread lightly, WWE. The way you go forward, I think I wonder, and this is my final thought that I want to kick to both of you. Is there any way that they could do like they've done with Jerry Richardson or Sterling, whatever is that his name, Silver, whatever the fuck his name was out in LA Clippers, the owner
Donald
there.
Sterling.
Donald Sterling.
Yeah.
Is there any way that they could do this? Like, be like, you're kind of a traitor, Vince, for aligning yourself with the Saudi government in any fashion of business. We're going to make you sell your company. We'll give you fair value.
Who's
by
we?
the way, Jerry Richardson, and that's what I'm saying. Is there any statute?
There's already been people from the U.S. Senate that have been speaking out about him, about rethinking about doing this deal. I think
that wasn't the only thing. There's other government officials putting pressure on the WWE.
I think it would have to come down to WWE Hall of Famer
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump.
Yeah.
If he got involved. However, I don't think he would, because this is a great business deal, right? And isn't that guy all about fucking business? And
he's in love with the Saudi king.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's McMahon's wife's in his cabinet.
Exactly. Right. So for doing one show and you make that much money, I mean, I'm sure he's doing the math in his goddamn empty head and thinking that this is a great deal. Do it. Go for it. It's fucking.
Rob, while
They're
we're
just
on this,
Nazis. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's gross.
Rob, can you expand on your whole XFL thing just a little more? Your whole tying this in, because I don't think it's something that simple. But I mean,
well, I'm not saying I this is just a conspiracy theory I thought of. It's nothing based in any kind of fact that you can dig out or whatever. But Trump obviously has been very anti-NFL over the kneeling thing, right? And he's just been pounding and beating the shit out of the NFL, trying to get all of his 30% of people who are like ride or die with him to boycott and ban it and fuck their teams. Right on time for the launch of the XFL by Vince McMahon, whose wife is in his cabinet, who inducted him into his Hall of Fame. And you know how he likes to be, pampered and shit. So I'm just saying, maybe there was kind of a, hey, I'll shit on the NFL so you get your XFL out there, and I'll come to the first game. Maybe I'll talk about how great you are compared to the NFL.
And they throw out the first pitch or coin toss or something.
Something like that. I'm just saying. But he can go do one of his rallies and go, NFL sucks because of this. But the XFL, now there's a league right there, because Vince will have a no fucking kneeling policy or some shit like that where he'll fire people.
No, for sure.
So this to me is this. It's definitely a fucking deal to me. There's something. It can't just be.
Do you think the voice of the talent is going to be heard? At the end of the day, that the talent says, I'm not going.
No, I think
Or is that why they've picked company men to be on the card? Because right now,
it depends on who it is.
The card is the triple threat for the one belt, AJ and Daniel Bryan on the other, and you have the World Cup thing, and then you have DX versus Brothers of Destruction. Well, you do not have a big card here.
Here's the thing. See, Hunter would be the if he boycotted, that would be huge, but he wouldn't do that because he's the heir
part
apparent.
of it. He's a part of it, too.
Right. So it's not going to be Hunter. Taker, I don't think Taker gives a shit.
Well, no, what I'm saying, though, think about it, Rob. A lot of the guys that are booked right now are company guys.
I understand. I'm trying to figure out who on the roster has enough clout that if they said, I'm not fucking doing this, that Vince would go.
Daniel Bryan and AJ, because they'd take away the main event.
Or Cena.
Cena?
Cena's he's wrestling in a pretty much just a non-consequential thing. Why is he going over? Except outside of money, getting paid.
If he made a public statement on the news or something, Cena, like one of his morning shows he goes on or late night talk shows, because I think he's going to be on Colbert or some shit. I saw
it was Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel. If he's going to be there,
no, it's Fallon that he keeps killing.
Whoever he's going to be on, they're going to ask him about this, and if he shits on the WWE for doing it, then there might be something changed, because he'll bring attention to it.
I think this is going to end up at the end of the day, not in the murder or whatever, but the way the media gets the information is going to be very similar to the Benoit thing, where it's going to go over time.
Right.
Where we're going to find out more and more is going to be peeled back. By tomorrow's show, we might have a whole new full update of something else we don't know about, either from the WWE side of things or from the people they were being business with, some new thing that they turned up going, did you know these guys that they were going to put on this event with, that college they created is just a front for, drugs or something. The next stone is going to be unturned, and I truly believe that WWE needs to run for the fucking hills as fast as they can away from this.
Yeah.
To Toledo, right, Brian?
Topeka.
Topeka.
Damn it, I keep fucking that up.
Just one last thing I'll say, and then we can kind of put it to bed if you want. Apparently there's video and audio of it. The Turkish authorities apparently have evidence of this going on. So I think if that comes out, how the fuck do you continue on with this there?
That's what I'm saying. Even the fact that there's a possibility of that being out there, Brian, run now. We're every day that you can save yourself and get out in front of this, we're going to book this in Topeka.
Is Vince smart enough to get out, or is he going to be stubborn enough to go, God damn it, I don't care?
That'll be the straw that broke the camel's
It's $45 million. I'm sorry, to $1 billion company, $45 million ain't shit for what it will do for their reputation. I think it's worth giving back. And bottom line, if they say a card's subject to change, if they still go on with the event and the big name talent,
They sent 205 live, 205 live guys.
No,
over.
I'm saying like if the Shawn Michaels is like, now it's not worth me coming out of retirement for that price, fine. Pull the match, put something else on there. If it has to be 205 live to replace it, fine. This shit is on your network. Nobody is going to call and complain about pay-per-view buys and go, I want my $40 back. It's part of a subscription for monthly. You get no refund. Hell, it's 99 cents.
Hell, most of the time it's free.
Yeah. This shit don't cost any money anyway. If they have to do this, big fucking deal. And especially anybody who gets a ticket to this is last minute. So nobody's going to complain, oh, man, I thought Crown Jewel was going to have this World Cup event. Nobody's excited about that.
Yeah,
Nobody's
cares.
excited about any of this shit.
It's a dumb gimmick.
The whole thing is dumb. So I if you wanted to bring back a King of the Ring, do it right and do it with young fucking guys in their prime.
Yeah.
This is bullshit, the people that they've included in there, which makes me think that they were worried and they aligned themselves with a bunch of company guys on the card, with Daniel Bryan and AJ being the wild card, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
They should do a King of the Ring. They should go back to it.
A legit one.
A legit one. Not just these fucking squash matches, not just these these 2 matches and you're in. I'm talking like bracket that shit the fuck out. Make it into a full fucking flight. Show the wrestling off just for that pay-per-view.
Well, and what they could do, and they used to do, if I'm not mistaken, they did 16. Go fucking 32 and do it.
That's a lot.
NXT could do it. They could do house shows where they have qualifiers.
They do 2 to 4 matches on every SmackDown and Raw to get from 32 down to 8. Okay, so you could do this in a month, 4 weeks. You could get the right numbers. And then you do like the old school King of the Ring, where the final 8, the Elite 8, are all in that pay-per-view.
Yeah, but
they have their first round, then there's the semifinals, then there's the finals.
Don't you kind of use up all your talent then? What are you going to do? What else are you going to be doing while you're doing this?
Think about that, though, Rob. They've always, in the Attitude Era, the good King of the Rings, me and Brian have a program together. I get programmed with Rob for the first round of King of the Ring. So Brian comes out and screws me over. Rob, you advance, and I have my feud with Brian off to the side. That's what you do.
That wouldn't happen. I wouldn't screw you over. I would beat you clean.
Okay. No. In our rivalry, you would, but to get it kick-started, you got to screw me out of the advance.
Okay.
Rob's checked out.
Yeah, he's dead.
I've checked out. I've already said my final thoughts. Rob or Brian, you Mark Bionic, whatever the fuck.
I think I said
Ceramic.
my final piece.
So you got nothing else.
I said my final piece. No, just about the Crown Jewel and just how I think the whole thing is just kind of just gross as Rob dies next to me.
And Brian repeats himself. Mark out like no one's watching.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is recorded, edited, distributed, and marketed at U-Record Studios in Charlotte, North Carolina. For more information on optimizing your podcast for increased listenership, check out U-Record on Facebook, Twitter, and email sales@urecordstudios.com or visit the website www.urecordstudios.com.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.